Pinaxtv suni mfanchi akese ema obibia wo hwe ewe fidie we eso abusia ensem a esisi Ghana hanom nanse no eni susu papa isanse me no kasei Nigeria fo a yabo omo achi aka omo nsem aka wo mo eda so ti krodua hanom se ene obete na yesi Nigeria ni yakwachi wo mo prostitution yakwachi wo mo cyber crime ni ade ene de ava no edutwem esanse me no kasei nyina yenim say ye ka one of the African countries so for cry yetimi chinisie na ye echire obeta sie kununu na Nigeria ene obepiem wo Ghana ha Nigeria ni abrantie bi akwa kidnapping ni yonko bema edi na hye ne dem be abosome baako awa tu ne dem abro na tumi sa abrantie no ye sibri mentankasa nya asem keto a hwe screens ne so a abrantie ni mfonia ene etwego ewo honom na kyese neighbors anase wo mo a wo mutitim potem honom no na kyese wo munyenya hint ne ade a abrante kidnapping no yetimi atwitwa age no nanso utimi hwe se abrante ya bo ne papa Nigeria ni na dark screens no so no sa abrante we na ache ne yonko bema ahye dem a whole month na wasa aburu na sibiri no aka ho a ene abrante na ye memre aye ne hwe a enyeye na ensem ne koso no muchire mu ana se no a police for ensa aso Nigeria ni abrante no emu ye be wa hwe video of abrante ya bunu kwan ye fa so yi no ne se de na ne bobre ne ye bia tie na tunu se wa bre papa e wodan na ye kidnap no ehye mu no ye hwe video no emra na ye nto aso.
Have you see me long time? I be like person why be the trouble? If I not say for me to do this kind of thing, somebody push me. For him to be like this, you know, say let him get the top. The stop is there. I can. Is it correct?
Huh? Bring money, let's take him to hospital.
Boss.
Abusia na o hwe abrante ya otimu se ya bone papa isan se max a etwagwo woni honam ne ho de edutwam na otimu se waye mre be ma na ne yepini ne yepinyi na piepie ne ndompem nyina na ehwo we nya 6 packs o we de otimu se bebra wa fam no eno na ye evident ewo ne honam ehu na o hwe screens no eso a o say a Nigerian national has been arrested in Ghana for allegedly kidnapping a young man and holding him captive in his home for 1 month. Reports indicate the victim was subjected to repeated beatings and abuse during the period of confinement. The situation was later uncovered and reported to authorities, leading to the victim's rescue. Internet is Nigeria nino and no enya kukudro wabo obi man so unsu humobo enye de nti a oba ise adwuma nti na oba ya unfocus ewa adwuma na oba ye se obeye no eso demom wasa enya akukudro asan akwakoche wonyonko be ma de na hyedem. And from what we are gathering at is brand Nigeria ni chirima mo de muso mo ama beche no so wa kidnap you obi munim se ntira wa kidnapping nipa no butaye bi wo ho enti a wo de kidnapping yonko be ma de ehye dem mu bosome ba ko a wasa buru no ene oya oni ayaka de wodi abrante no afemu bia enya asem ketwa na ne nyina mu no sese no Nigeria fo ne pese wo mo kire yese Ghana ha de wo mo ne ya enete ha wo mo ne ya na etwen sanse kasa bi wo no ma ye kan wo krodua mu ha kra wo mo a na sebe wo mo de sa kasa no eba ye na kasa se Nigeria fo aye Yoruba fo no womo ne ye etwe ho dendenden the common word that is so krom ha se trotro enti ene obi kofa commercial vehicle a obete se o meti trotro mu medina kwa ho me bepe trotro bia fo na ja fo kire mu a mo ba krom ha na che se ya echeche wo mo no yenka hunu se in the coining of some terms and some names e wo Ghana ha no ye nya ye edifre ye Nigeria kasa emu na utimu se nsem we Ghana fo asom se twetwe se Nigeria fo mo ntwen ne ye ba mo so ye beba kotie ensem a Nigeria for Yoruba for mpanimfo yi omude abeto dwa se Ghana enye sebe omu Nigeria for nso ka ho ene echichire kasa ye ka ewukrodue mu ha yonkotie ne mra
otro no mi bisa openi eye kasa be ya eye rata kasa trotro a wufu ne se boss girawa o se wu trotro eye rata kasa ade ya arata kasa ne se etamu ni so a ye mamefo no a motomako no wo be fru ka no a wo si ka trotro no eye toro means in Yoruba language simple and as I say amagie tu we also contributed in language e Ghana as I say trotro awufru no ya arata
abusia na chese ye kire ma trotro no ukọ Yoruba kasemu a eye toro no e na chese em se ye no ye tache mantimi nane ohun enti ye hye asese ye ka ne trotro na trotro no ye nya free eye Yoruba kasa e fe ne se toro na na Ghana fo bi chese he ne ha mo be some beji Ghana mine boso ana from installment of a year Igbo chiefs acquiring a land to Nigerians taking over some sections of Ghana businesses near there ye no cry and kan wase mu ye say trotro kakan so aye keka de twetwan ho so mo beji aboso ene mu nso mo e de ebe eye modia na nkyere mu Ghana for de aba mo tem say we de ye twema mo anye yie no eno eni ye ntie emra.
The word trotro was not coined from the Yoruba language toro. Let's learn.
Trotro no bi bisa opini eye kasa be eye arata kasa trotro awufu ne se abosu jirawa o se wu front trotro eye arata kasa ade eye arata kasa ne se etamu ni so a ye mamefo no a motomako wo be fru ka no a wo si ka trotro no eye toro means in Yoruba language simple and as I say amagie tu we also contributed in language e
Now, so in the Ghana language, trotro originally means 3 pence, a small coin used during the British colonial era. Back then, the early shared transport vehicles in the Gold Coast, now Ghana, charged 3 pence per ride. Because that was the common fare, people started calling the vehicles themselves trotro. At the time, the name stuck, even after the colonial currency disappeared. Fares increased. The vehicles changed from wooden stack to minibuses. Now, a trotro is referred to the popular shared minibuses that operate across cities like Accra, Kumasi, and beyond. So even though nobody pays 3 pence anymore, the name trotro is more like a historical reminder of Ghanaians' colonial past and that everyday life evolves from practical life. Remember that this colonial era was way before the influx of Nigerians into Ghana. So let no one throw dust into your eyes into believing that the word trotro was coined from toro from the Yoruba language. That's a lie.
And some no na da ho na busuafo ne ye kire mu a mayent na ho ma obi mfa 6 embeda ne ye 9 ka nche se trotro a common language nyina ye use okrodwe mu ha trotro no Nigeria fo meklemi se omo ne yakon ayi jollof sa jollof na Ghana jollof na Nigeria jollof to even think say I should speed Ghana or buy ye yi kuru jenjen a hamamat mo ye ye be ha ne se Nigeria fo yi and so I decided so musu be ye bia kope yi kentenki to bi na enye kuriya ko so musu person chese as like right now Nigerians want to be in a competition with Ghana according to some section of Ghanaians no and so moon say I said Nigeria fo yi omo ne ye twene de more den de more tight e wo Ghana ha because for you to come and tell us say after so many years ye nim se trotro de ese enkran kasa lady uti explanation kwa eba enye nnempo na the word trotro came about during the colonial era no and I started using the term trotro so ene ye se Yoruba kasa chese toro and ntimi nka ne adane ne trotro ne ade how did we even get here in the first place ye need Nigeria for be pre bibia ho okrodwem hanom se yana and to think that they say baby abefa bia in Ghana no you one way or the other come across a Nigerian say no utimi say nti person mo grandi o mo bi chese on person mo grandi o mo fit e wo Ghana have by making us know say they also have historical stories to how certain things came about in Ghana but Ghana for also say there be that ye twema mo a enye ye this is not possible trotro is a Ghanaian coined word ye nyina ye den ye use enti muntimi metena ho na mo mbeka de mo pe emfa nkyere ye gito mu a enye yie abusia asem na ye gidigidi chese utimi say right now no Ghanaians are very tough say ya ntwe ni yi a Nigeria fo yi kwan wo de ye be fa so okrom hanum say no enye possible because this story you are telling us we come to think that the man explaining a thing was not can tree or was not the tree kasa na kra ena wo kasa twi mu ama on say yes what twi no enti trotro a yenim trotro ne torotoro yate yeda mo ase pa but ye gitumu a enye yi according to Ghanaians enti mo nkomra na mo meka asem foforo emfa enche. Now in recent times one of the issues are ababeye a nation concern and a man for bebre say this is akwa say when say onyonkwa abodu say she necessary so si we na say we me so say I mean the maka say me na no na me. Now for the past weeks we've been bringing you updates back to back on the fact say e bano cannabis arrest near the police for intercepting truck drivers with contents of cannabis no more they moving near the no. I say a fake crane e binu yi omo ho apie ane yenjai no say a fe na me be hyase. Me ne woka say ukopie mu ewo the western region of Ghana. Police for a intercepted 2 trucks abusia trucks bako mienu a ye load dry leaves a almost so say cannabis weed ahaban ena wo mo ayeden wo ma hyehye ne bottle a wo mo ede air free honom akobe wo mo nko no me bi wo mo free a wo mo ede air ko na wo share screens ne so a we efreye Ghana Police Service for eho ena eba or say Ghana or say police intercept 2 trucks loaded with 152 bales of dry leaves suspected to be narcotics. And we shall say the Western Regional Police Command has intercepted 2 trucks loaded with 152 bales of dried leaves suspected to be narcotics. The persons, namely Moses Kwekuteria, 44 years, Kwame Kunto, 44 years, and Kwabena Forsen, 55, have been arrested. The incident occurred on Sunday, 22nd February 2026 at about 17:20 hours when duty men at the Asoko barrier near Shama intercepted a Kia Rhino truck with registration number GEA 96512 loaded with bales suspected to be narcotic drugs. Upon seeing the police, occupants fled the scene. Into Muchema and Emrantia Miensa Abakudi Eddie Moses Kwekuteria where finishia Adrianai and 9 ena bakunso di ede Kwame Kunto ono nso edi infinhia aduanan enan ena eye Kwabena Forsen ono nso edi infinhia aduanum enum na saa enkofo miensa we no ena ya chi wo mo a saa brechi a ya chi omo no che at some point no na che se tracks no mudu barrier hono no ena ye chi wo mo now ye chi omo no they had omutumi nya omuti eyeden edi mu a wo mo edwane ekoye o say the incident I see ye no esi kwesi ada etwam ya ewo Asoko barrier a eben Shama district eho ena sa nkofoi anase mrantie miensen ye che wo mo mfoni ena etwaguo ewo screens no so aha the tall and the side by side wo mo nie ena yazoa wo mo a Western Regional Police Command ensa aso wo mu tutimu se cannabis no en wo ma bɔ ne bottle a wo mo ede ahye wo mo kiamu a wo mo ede eko now wo hwɛ ensam ni mu ana kyerɛ tutimu se wo mo nya omuti edidi mu a wo mo adwane ne de na police fo no nso bɔ mo homoden se wo mo nsa be so mu no na it's a whole lot of issue now yento so na yenkan emfa emamode a na according to police statement ebaye no or say there is okay or say suspect Moses Kwekuteria 44 surfaced at the scene later and claimed the impounded truck belonged to his brother and pleaded with police to release the truck. He was subsequently arrested and during interrogation he confessed that he was rather in charge of a Hyundai Gold truck with registration number GS3368-17 loaded with similar goods packed at Inkrofo Block Factory near Second D. Police together with the suspect proceeded to said location and found the truck parked there. Further investigation revealed that each bale contained about 80 slabs of the compressed substances. It's not just say, "Womo echema, omudwane ye no." And a branch about quantity a day Moses Quakuteria wedding Finshabia 99. Wasan eba ho, senka wo be ma police phone bibi kakra na wajeka na ye den akọ na ume nitianye yi asebe omuwie ye no you could see that police phone ehwe mu bise mu na tese ono so kura the same track ni bia track na wo kura no enu nso niema de what first track ni mu no enu bia e na wo sa track ni mu a wo mo eje ye enu nso na sa track ni si enkrofo entina ko no be smart na waje sa eyi no e de free a police for no ho nso anye yi now it was say on 23rd February 2026 at 0200 hours suspect Isaac Kwame Konto and Kwabena Forsen showed up at the same barrier with a cash of 69,000 Ghana cedis to bribe the police to release the trucks. The police took the money and immediately arrested them for further investigation. The two trucks containing the alleged substances have been impounded and the cash of 62,000 has been retained for evidential purposes. The three suspects are currently in police custody assisting investigation. The Regional Police Command assures the general public of its commitment to combating drug trafficking and other related offenses. It's just a umanya kukudro at the 69,000. Command ya police for say mumfa nyema ne mai na mumfa ye car mai ne yenko. So omachi wo mo a sabrede wo mo ewa police for nsema wo mo etoto wo mo ano na che so timu say no those that are dealing in this narcotics no one so mu nsuro hwe ochi omo a omesa aba omoba omesa brewska cause all the cases previous cases are ben nyina no ohwa ye chi omo a no masa tamsika puduo no omo de ko se nko omo de ko dada police for ni ade but then IGP question to you no amayate ase say at this point o drive police ni bia okrodwem hanum say ya enya de be yi omo kro mo nye ampeni ampa so on consecutive times sikapudu emu oduro enya 55 cedi ni 10 cedi die ni bi akwa kan police for nsan ade a wo mo reject say sika no back now the Ghana Police Service ensembia beto mountain so on the screen so said the Western Regional Police Command has intercepted 2 trucks loaded with 152 bales of dried leaves suspected to be narcotics. 3 persons, namely Moses Kwekuteria 44, Kwame Konto 44, and Kwabena Forsen 55, have been arrested. Inti we ena Ghana Police Service for Eddie Ababeto Mountain. So not to say right now the system is working. And won't mean sorry na wankasa fiti prekope nkoye de open. Not under the watch of IGP Christian Tete Yohonu. Okobo humusuo wadwen se wudi sika bi kwahye nkofo nsa waso ebeye hye. And even aside that any crime a obeye wadwen se ofan ho adi no right now the Ghana Police Service they are working effortlessly. Now enomu no utimi se omani abre papa they are not giving you say small chance to anybody. And a lot of people are saying Ghana for a breach man not say at this point you know the police service no omo adwuma pa. And it's surprising how they're always arresting people, yet people always want to involve themselves in things like this. Now, in the heated moment of arresting people dealing with narcotics and all that, you know, say taxi driver be and so then now we are in this country where hit and run edoso pa. Obetini say car bowe, a driver nina you who know. Car kobo way driver ni bia say me no ka say taxi driver de car akobo nipa mienu na ebusia why na dwene se nka odwane na niti anye yie na sa brede police for asonimu ye hwe video we ma na ye nto aso Ebusia nsɛm wɔ si ye no ene ye kɔhwɛ ye ɛwɔ ɛyɛ wo screens no ɛso na kyerɛ sɛ otumi sɛ emrantie ana wo mo ɛwɔ mpɔtamu a asɛm no esi ye no wo mo ene wo mo ani bere ye a wo mo ɛkye ɛyɛ taxi driver na nyɛ saa de a anka wo de taxi no ɛbɔ enipa mienu nkonya ne ti didi mu ɛyɛ den edwane ye na wo hwɛ a otumi sɛ abrantie no Kia Picanto ana wo ode ye taxi na wo twi no timu se wo hye video ni fa baby ahye tie no timu se the car the vehicle no was not in good shape and so that ho atwi e de fa nkofo e na afei de age nsem a wo de akwakobo eye enkofo mienu no sabe de a police phone sa so ni mu no investigation is ongoing in the issue the pending issue as to said de ye ya wo timi e de car yi kobo nkofo mienu a you had the mind to run away. So as you can see on the screen, so we should say the video look on. Just look at the tie of a year car. You pay you should tie and a tie way. Yeah, the fact one so many ye. And you could see say a idea a cost so day in day out in Ghana. People are killing people, and at the end of the day, no. Obashen na chese nipa no edwane akonanu ya yi engineer ya say onya accident ya okoko pie mu kolebu a ye huni ye wie nya na anhwe ne mane hu ye utimu se nipa a wode oni ni nya accident wo wie ye no ene odwane from ene wo ye den okoye so the hit and run no ya do so but this time around taxi driver we wanya niti endidi musa ena sabre yazoa no a ye de no akwakotwere aban kukumu asotwe bi e wo honom no we believe say Ghana police for will do justice and serve him whatever he deserves. Now, yen free police friend saying police in sensemi so and the criminal cases near there ekosuni en konsem fufro so there. Say ya chef wa be kaya early this year no every last year mu ono me remu kakra ensem bi pop up about dance hall artist Charles ni ama mensa meche Shatawale. Now, and some Abuba buy and na efa ni yellow Lamborghini. Now, sa yellow Lamborghini no, and somewhere bound be brainy chemu says chata koto stolen say stolen car near dear ama sabre des producer the Lambo no and then nam honum no kama. So omu chema say wakoto stolen car yo koto ye ena sabre dear yoko for betam no remona chamo betam Shatawale de ne call ya street guys ekogu so enye pote minim say protest o say poteo omukwa ye ne kama we yoko hono ma ye jai shata ene a whole lot of issues is coming up with this Lambo the PR for Shatawale Sameflex edin semia beto mountain so pertaining this yellow Lamborghini. Quite this week no Shatta Emma tweet bi ni ade sana tweet no enchiremu ewo ho enchiremu ni nie or say official notice. I wish to formally confirm in my capacity as public relations manager of Shatta Movement that we have received a court document issued at the instance of the IOCO, that is Economic and Organized Crime Office, regarding a request for Shatawale's consent in relation to the shipment of the yellow Lamborghini to the United States of America. The matter has been duly referred to our legal representatives who are handling it through the appropriate legal channels. We appreciate your understanding. Thank you. And see, within the week in a Shatabe post, he say, because of common Lambo, like we lose an investor for the Shagzy business, no, and people were not understanding. Till some yes, I'm flex, ebetro, and not all chemu say Lamborghini no mushushe mo mujai shata ni ade ayenim se asem no o akwatwere baby eda ni ade nam so ma shata kra ejina so se wo san shepe a purple Lamborghini to Ghana no and wo mutem se omo oho a ene de court nkrata abre omo se omo nya shata se wo ba be kire baby omo betimi a shepe eye Lamborghini baby so ono no kra de ba Ghana into ono aso na betimi a kire baby a Lamborghini na wo se echo ewo US because they are sending the Lamborghini back to the United States of America. Eye Sammy Flex chemu say enkrata ne de oma somu ekodi wo mo lawyers for nsem enti say a lawyers for no na edi nsem na chi enti wa wo support Shatawale tamikuchumu akoma nye de ento yem because asem no definitely ebekwa akopie mu ewo court. Now Sammy Flex nsem we ya wo de ebeto mountain no eye Captain Smart wo ye show host edema Onyama achen dwumedie no wababe bie a lot of things are a father's whole Lamborghini wa wochem say wonipa ba ko asebe wo pay the downfall of Shatawale no Raymond Acha no the CEO of a friend say Iyoko ane na wochem say why na adwene say embabunu ewo krom hanom say no person wo mo bo from say kim e wa na man for sha say so mo tag abutrika say hwe de mo de abutrika wo krodwem hanom say na say wo mo ye agi asemo a eye Captain Smart kano edi na yebekọ ni akotie captain ni nchemu a wode man nsem no efa kwanya enkrata ne kwakodi shata ho ne a whole lot of issues that is going on that apparently most of us don't know about yenkotie no emra
Remonata se kana na shata tim no enye stolen se Remonata se me boa on public communication ni na not say me one statement FBI can say Lamborghini no enye stolen. I say, I ain't careful near to say, oh, John, you will suffer. It is not Remonata. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Mafia. Eti, when we say car no and yes stolen, then I say so yes, say so release the car no. Remonata keep the car no time now on the so chase at Tawale no, besi na. On fact, I demand shatter. Oma Sizikano, honestly, so a Sizikano. Now watch this. When we say Adriana Bodoso, say Abraham Abokro no America, but legitimately what part there were America. No, the Adriana Bedru Ghana and a JB Aquacoto. Say investigating on one, and then a JB Afano. Can't be sit Mahabo, Otia duty, a BBA, a Kano. FBI na catch us a car no and your chrono car. What my dear Remonata ye? Remonata and person and Nimbeguasi. Nagana form Mebunu Yabe who's already pabon. Remonata, McDonald, only Katy Yamon, I do Ghana Mebunu Yape. Many can see a unity. Manintra, but Kewo, you know better. The youth of this country will live with you in this country. Trust me, market anywhere. So, Winima, Kobusa, Tiwa, Oko Yoku. Wodi ma bi satiwa takra de gas no yehu then I told you we want to court high court say high court man kwan na on fa car in free Ghana ha Ghana ban tia ho car na ye ship car back to America sample any stolen car FBI in fa car no produce a court document to TV so. If you think I'm lying, you think I'm a Bobby Tim Namekazan. Police are Fatoso. Fatoso. I got a 4 feet side, I'm sorry, I don't make a second. Also, about him. Remonata court. Say court a man a pint. Nagana buying mocha. And some Lamborghini now. Obidia Ghana legitimately. Shatawale Atokano legitimately. Yantam Fanko. And I'm Santi.
one now omode $75 million neba no. Woman the Shatter ene echina ene echina. The last time Shatter spoke with them, and I'm say oh, you go for so we come for. You go say, what Shatter we come for.
Still running your HR and payroll on generic ERP modules? So 2000.
That's I'm the woman is no more Shatter fee. So I'm going to 7 no, sad document no. I'm going to Shatter so the lawyer said to the phone, just on. On your call, big call, baby. Number I think is the 0246 something. I don't want to call it on air. Anna, any person so and yes, your person was sign out before car. So mobile, I want shut a lie. Or sign a will receive documents. No. And I sat a friend of lawyers. No, say there be mentioned. Catch up some family. Plus or minus. If you say American Navy echo for $75 million, Ebewura American economy ni more sani ebe no. Men can't be more chrono. No. Men pe chrono, men pe drumidie, men pe katashe. I don't like that. I have your phone also. Shatter $75 million. Ghana mebulu sanka shatter nyasa asika na bedru kroma. Wo dey man fani na kra nto taxi entry. No the boss shows sir. That's how my me sister woni aba akoton ade wo ho a onye sika twa afa school fees. Yandin kwachiri ye de jimi na buman. Mafia guy be pie wo krobi so I want America for Illinois. Ehona Barack Obama fee ye kodi MP. No fee ye kodi president. Guy no na kase sent. Say FBI focus no, sorry, I don't want to go into details. Say waka sent and one no sent. Guy ni sent. America who bokro no we say who adwin pa de bokro no ye frɛ wo sent. Me afa wadwuma e do akɔhye CIA and the FBI. Ye fa wadwuma. That guy say woman the car a 180 kilometers per hour bet me tia so 170 kilometers per hour. Onya accident oba maneuver oba miangle oba ye bibia steering control everything correct. What do you say oba driving? It is a obi person rear car e wo Illinois is the guy and oba hwe no ko rear car no. Na say what start engine man no two car da. Ta post for ho ina de chi untimi nchiro. Well, baby, or the car the console within 5 minutes, you to 2 doors, you be near spray. Car the Piabontia, which is such chassis number within 45 seconds. Chemier, look me in the eye. Almost a such car chassis number within 45 seconds. Car ne kono. Now, obisu to what you so within 5 to 10 minutes, everything on the car.
Captain Smart, Ebusian 4, and you could see in Semwa what they etu Jana say. Their air costing about this whole Lambo back and forth, yen comrade no Nipa Bakon and orchestrating in and one any a Raymond Acha. Now, which say Raymond and Casane share da, Edek Nkrata, Ekoma, FBI say, Abrante Biwaha, which yellow Lamborghini no. Chrono ade enti mumra na mumefa enfanko. That is nsemwa captain de atuja concerning this whole Lambo issue. Now on your screens a reporter if you're one of the media outlets for Eho Eba confirming nsemwa if you the camp of Shatawale. It was say Shatawale has received court document over shipment of yellow Lamborghini to US. Sammy Flex confirms. Enti nsemwa Sammy Flex, Edebetu Jano, and not just Ebusia, right from the horse's own mouth, we can't doubt it. Now, in the quest of a year and some way a cost about the Lamborghini, Captain Smart coming out to expose a year the Iyoko for trying to bring down these boys in town. Yeah, there's a Shatawale mu yembu mu fem ni ade no. And a Black Rasta and so ababontini as abrede. One a Captain Smart abusia back to back panyasem ketwa enye you hit me I hit you, not to say according to Black Rasta no and someone captain e dia betu dwane nyina nukure bia nimi doesn't hold water entenye Black Rasta has also come out with another side of the story concerning this whole thing. I want to elaborate abusia. This one is for you to listen and believe what you want to believe. But then and something there they say I hear a whole lot of controversies. But then as I reflect said lawyers for the edi hunjuma yente Black Rasta and sema what it to so.
This guy is sitting on TV saying, oh, you know what? You, John Mahama, will take a decision because of remote. Take a decision. Who the heck do these people think they are? Captain Smart. He will take a decision. SM Cam will take a decision. John Mahama, we are going to take a decision because of Raymond Archer. What kind of hatred is this? Tell us one thing Raymond Archer has done that is criminal. Are the courts not available? Can you not petition? By the power of the microphone and your following, you want to use that to try and I don't know what you want to actually get. And this is the first time I'm reacting to Captain Smart like this. Because this is nauseating, it's childish. What is this? What is this? It doesn't make sense at all. Doesn't make sense. With all the evidence, with all the work that has gone underground, and everything is showing, you will take a decision. John Mahama, we are going to take. This guy feels so entitled that, oh, he probably has helped the NDC come into power. You can't take that out. We agree. You played your role. But you are not entitled in any way to have every suggestion you put out there swallowed hook, line, and sinker. It's childish. No, don't let us do this, Mr. Smart. When I saw this today, I was sad. How can Raymond write to the FBI because of one toy car? One toy car. We demean the whole FBI to the point of living serious things and running after one car. Are we serious? One car, FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigations. Raymond Archer has nothing to do because he's an idiot who has been put into office to do nothing. And he writes to the FBI and says, oh, you know what? There's a 13 Lamborghini here. There's a guy there called Shatawale. Come and let's arrest him. What cock and bull story is that? Let's speak the truth. Maybe I could have handled this better. But emotionally, as I stand, this is the best I can handle it. It's absolutely hogwash. What is this? Now you are saying that you have a letter that Raymond Archer wrote to the FBI. Why don't you show it? And that if Raymond Archer can come out and tell you, Captain Smart, that, oh, this is a letter to show that FBI actually asked for it. And you know that some of these documents cannot be shown, but I'll show you that document today because of what these guys are doing. We have seen these documents because some of us, we have to see before we talk. Raymond Archer, show us a document that shows that the FBI said that you should go after the car. And you know that is unethical for whoever it is to show you a document from the FBI. And this is what Captain Smart is saying.
I'm going to show you that document, not now, but in this show. Early this morning, Shatawale came out and put up a post. What did he say in the post? Charles Niyama Mensah. Because of common Lambo, I lose a big investor for Shaxi. Hey, Ghana, but we must move. Shaxi is a good thing. I love Shaxi. I love Shatawale. Despite all the shenanigans around us, I mention Shaxi almost every day on my show. I've never been paid for it. And I don't intend to be paid. I have said it time and again. How Shaxi is helping the youth and is even going to do more. When Malik Basintali wanted to support Shaxi, I was one of those that pushed. And the records are there for everyone to see. We only pretend that we are fighting. But no, we are not fighting. No, we are not fighting. We are only speaking the truth. My brother, Shatawale said he has lost money. And he didn't tell us how much. Captain Smart tells us it's 75 million American dollars. And that is supposed to buy cars. Eesh, 75 million. Do you know how much money that is? What kind of cars are they going to bring? But that's okay. Let's even say it's 100 million American dollars. I am sad that Shatawale has to lose it. But that is what happens when you buy a car with no papers. That is what happens when you buy a car on the street. That is what happens when you buy a luxurious car like this on the street. You don't know where to trace the person. You don't know where this car is. But Shatawale knows where the car is from. He knows it. He knows who gave the car to him. He's another alleged thief, Edu Buahine, and his girlfriend Rashida. This guy, very dangerous psycho. This guy. And Rashida, Alaji's wife, they came together as husband and wife in crime. These two guys, and people support these guys. Probably because they gave them something small. So you sell your birthright. Oh, what a shame. Hallelujah. What a shame. My prayer has always been that may I never take something from anybody to change my direction of thought. And God has always answered it, no matter how hungry I am. Touch him away. This face is nauseating. My brother, my sister, sorry to Shatawale. But again, next time, don't buy a car with no papers. This car was amongst the fleet of cars at Moving Peak that Edu Buahine was renting to big men who were coming. Look at the car. Can you see the car? And this is Moving Peak. Look at the fleet of cars he had at Moving Peak. And he was renting this to big tourists and all that. Look at the Lamborghini there. A few months later, this same Lamborghini is with Shatawale. And Shatta says he bought it on the street. Look, let's think and stop the bigotism. Look at it. This was before Shatawale had it. Shatawale knew that he got this car from Edu Buahine, but he protected him and said he bought it from the street. The facts are there. I will not tell you I have the thing, I will show you. No. Look, let me tell you something. FBI started writing to Iyoko demanding that one Amua, Nana Amua, had been convicted in a certain Kentucky court. He had defrauded some people close to about 800,000 American dollars. And a lot of that money, the stolen money, he used that to buy things legally. Listen. he will steal from you and use the stolen money to buy something legally. Does it absolve it from the theft? If you use dirty money to buy something legally, does it become a clean thing? Let's think. Let's think. This is the guy. They started writing, and that they had traced some of the things that this guy had bought with the money, stolen money, to Ghana. In collaboration, please help us deal with this issue. Hey, Raymond and his people decided to go underground, trying to find out chassis number, everything, things like that, checking out to find out, where is this car? Is there any car like that? Blah, blah, and some other such things. After a couple of months, FBI wrote to Iyoko again. Remember, we have a collaboration. We are asking you to help us. They repeated this request about 3 times. When Raymond finally went and picked up the Lambo, Shatta told him, please, don't do this to me. If you drive this thing out, people are going to make noise and my fan base will be worried. He said, oh, I understand that. I myself, I'll bring it. He said, oh, that's okay, that's good. Bring it. In his own time, Shatta Wale drove it to Iyoko. No noise, nothing. Nobody heard about it. And he was told, we are investigating it. FBI has told us about this, but keep it to yourself. We are investigating. If it is free, we will return your thing to you. So go. It was Shatta himself who came out blaming Iyoko for coming to his house with cocked guns and all that to try and intimidate him and all that. Am I lying? He was the one who said it. And he forced Iyoko to come out with a press statement. If he hadn't done that, this matter would have been quiet.
Beka ato eye embonten eso. So right now we are just looking out for how the issue is going to unfold. Ekodru quarter asem no yebehu ne saying na yaka no saying enti yebeko so na yamamo updates and feedback with regards to Shatta Wale ne Lamborghini issues ya ejentre han ewo Ghana hanom ese. Now ensempo from ni enkopie mu ewo Wasa East dia na chese enye te say we ya de kire so ebi nsi da nemom the circumstances and the update eba we kire no na ama na yehu kakra me no ka say wo ba bia wo na no de na esi awiaba we de ye wiaba but wa wo quadruplets aye enkra baako 4 ewo Wasa East na enkra 4 na wa wo mo no ensem we di kire no ehu na wo screen so say a man in Wasa East district is appealing for urgent financial support after his wife delivered quadruplets, warning that he may abandon the family if help is not forthcoming. According to him, initial scans showed that his wife was carrying triplets. However, during a cesarean session, 4 babies were delivered. The newborns are currently being kept in an incubator, leading to unexpected and mounting medical expenses. The father says the financial burden has become overwhelming and has called on individuals and the government to come to his aid, stating that without support, he may be forced to run away and leave his wife and the babies. Ebusia run away no and then sem no abano. It's an say na uja nkra for na ama hwan. You the man you are trying to run away. Na obane de na ho ade yesen de no betimi aye. Ma wo kire mu a enkra na wawo mo no okasa obetimi ahwe mo pa de a na oboa. And at this point wa be kasa yenko na yenko tiensem a wo de etudwa.
Na scan kire se ko obe wotere. Nti na wo breson na ye ba hospital, to private government hospital. Ye ba ya na doctor ye no operation. Was na nkwala no dos. Na ye nim say ye 3. Afi ekowi ase na nkwala no aye 4. Doctor ye operation na nkwala na aye 4. Afi nkwala 4 ni na so omugu nkubetem sese a me kase. Ho kanjina so eda ho. Operation ho ka sese ye ho sika nyina asa. Nti mesre ankwa bia titirumbo aban mbrem so wasa East MP ani assemblyman ani mpanimfo a omuka bia wo bia yesa mo so mbeboae mesese de ye ho sika nyina asa na yesa just me gane eja meyere ani nkwala no ho because sisi a the way anema esi kono nemo ye den ama me pa mesre ankwa bia titiru aban MPs honorable Ejemrin Samuina Mesramo, Momra na Mbabwami. Said a metumi ahwe nkwala no.
Hello, Wasa is MP. You have a missed call because at this point, you know, yeah, person a better say papa Ghananews, but that would be a very devastating issue because Nkra very beautiful kids like that and who are screens so much incubators imu. Poly 9. Ebi no share comment section. Ebi mo say when he was doing the do, nobody was there. He should face it. But ebi so say we have to help because say MP ni DC ni assemblyman mo amemua mo Jane mana ne yere na ahwa na eno so akoye a whole lot of issues nti no yembo ye homoden na yemua e was akwan so and then they appeal to government you know and also koso na say enkra na ebi chese akra na obi pebie aye nam so okowie bi e wo mamprobi polyclinic no say ebu obi so ama ono nso ntimi hwe wo mo ono nso pe a oya wo bedwane emwa na ma na chese this world has never been unfair and ebi chese this has all boils down to economic hardship ni ade loki na ebi chemu a ukwa underground a nyese amanfo ho atomo saa because NDC aban ene wo so loki no amanfo etebre na no mu no na chese say ne the help must come because there is nothing that can be done running away ni de ebi ni mu chema it is not really an option so Jani say oba no na ne ho ebe kire me so MP ene ne nkrofo mo asum efa eye ensem we ehu now sabenya ebusia menemo kasai other issues are trending and also it has related issues with economic and someone ekoso ewo krodwem ha nyina yehu intense you know said the system is as we speak now so the system netie no na sabre de we have somebody wono so ababe kasa therefore the current system ye running no ehu now this person like I say he is the NPP UK chairperson NPP UK chairperson na sabre de wabe kasa na ensem a wo kan nyina no wo twemu a say no Ghana for bebre face hardship and yenim say brebi abetwemu kono Ghanaians were getting assistance from their relatives and friends wo mo ewa amanone ene otwifo a wonya $20 bi se ne wa uchichemu a eyayi kakraba say no we are not seeing much of that why and to shall say Ghanaians in the diaspora are no longer sending money back home like previous years because NPP lost the 2024 elections. Many of the diasporans warned Ghanaians not to vote against NPP, but they chose a different party. So most of them are not interested in helping families down home. Kingsley Edumata, Japan, chairman, NPP UK. Internet so chirema yetumu funamo anti amoko anti ade. Yechemo say montoma NPP. Ene de ye na yenim ye ne ye wo so ne yenim de ntia ne yese montuma MPP na mo antie ene makoto ama Mahama ene na ban enti yese ne musika ye monamo enye ye kram nso a enye now so acheche mu with a whole lot of explanations and details as to why to say no omumu na sika enye but we know say the nyina boils down to the dollar rate and all that but yentie won wan kasa ne no ase
Tiobi hwese what $1 billion and I would support forex a month Genio every month bia since I'm about 1 billion I know I'm say 10 billion say on a cut off point no see say yet me crampo ahwe say every month bia say am for 1 billion and kokra 500 million and 500 million okay
no, so far they 1 billion
no half of that
500 million yes yes
and I say bikra what so dey ba 500 million is not a joke.
Yeah, that's a lot of
we're talking about dollars when you Ghana cedis eti na wo say would $1 billion ebe kwa akoshe forex a would ko share mu no enipa wo mu benefited from that completely a fraction of percentage and said that amount too much of input to be say boa o man no but reason is say you're playing with the minds of the optics. That's how expensive you are wasting our money. Because if you say mama dollar na konform it Ghana fo nyina mo yensem mama dollar na konform and now the upper mama dollar no trinity na nka say e 12 13 wo Ghana fo se ne besi di agu wo enu no benefit nothing
but say a buff for more because no benefit in so it may not be true.
No
there are benefits in other
ways. No a very big cost and effect.
Yeah.
It nimi no dia he na eboa wampa. Koko akuafo 1 million people along that particular direct engaged in the country. 1 million. Is it the same as those who are trading outside? Can we equate it to that? Is it the simple mathematics that I'm doing now? Now, if you expand it to the chain of command, and in terms of the supply chain of cocoa, move into almost 4 million of our population. Which one is the priority for your government to survive? Now, for me, in my own common sense, excuse me, is that put that 1 billion on the sound for and for 1 billion 500 million. Come and support this side. Let the dollar move a little bit up, not too much up, bad. Okay. So what cushion we mo? Baby, I will benefit nankasa was a siano and your dollar ona. Eye ukoko akuafo na woman timi ankoto banche woman timi anton chene woman timi anton mako woman timi anton shoe woman timi anton watch and no na ma system na squeeze na say yes yento ade that's all eye no contractors na ye adwuma na wo se unchia omuka because you are not spending eye no e de enti na koko akuafo sika ye de agu ama omo a eye bosia eno kra nya obi dia yakoton sa mo si bibi de ayi forward sales mo ya misua de o hapa forward sales ne sports sales ne wan and am say nkofo ya bion eti sika no e wo hodada mo amodi ho adanse e wo budget ni mu se uputu nia na wo ho ene nia na yakoje bosia abeka ho a menim se yase ba na 500 million bi aye dollars eda ayi Ghana International Bank and now $1.8 billion and now no abeka ho enya usika ntia wai koko fo ne dia wo dia kwose forex ni mu ade krontia hu sa sika no wo dia kwose forex ni mu but won kan kire omo so ni abre
no but say 1.8 billion o kwaje sa loan I wouldn't mean fan kwase forex you say man it was all the year jument kwaje so forex and what we've been told
obi sika na mo kwaje na ofan any Bank of Ghana
Oh, of course. And the Bank of Ghana.
And it's a Bank of Ghana now they control this BBA. Meboa. It is a ubi any now near we are kosher baby class. Say Banco Hena.
But we don't
moving high or be nyabote. I are buying 7 years. Where a foot on a demo. You see, Obi until some bet me realize say a teacher for now almost soon for 14 months. Yenchi omukano. Nurses na omu yenchi omukano. Ene adwumayefo bebrebe na yentua omo ka no eye no na nu ntiama sese na momma ya me ba e message ada krom hani ubisa o yento ade enti omo kofa free na meto na oni made ba akoso asa ha omo Ghana fo aba na omo toye no America, Germany, Holland, Belgium obaka se ase da abo pin obi adwene mu womo buofu Ghana fo na to extend say ya kansem ni nyina kire mo se aban we ba problem beba na omo no remittances na omo de bre omo abusuafo na sika na ye de ma omo no a omo no de ya omo kwa adwuma ye de ma omo no omo ka sika o ensumpo omo ba bosia so
omo mbuofu Ghana fo ne ye hwan mo se abrofo no
Ghana fo ne Ghana man mana
ewo abrochi
ye na sa responsibility na eye fie adwuma no eye ye dia no sika ye de ba fie no akwala na ye adwuma na se nipa so masi ye adwuma no na katua na ye de ma no no enso no eti tiza moha na bia younger generation ye wa bi sani ya di twa omka sani obi be na beba ha na bia tip kakra ni mu ni we fa nto bibini a kasi kana ya di tia ne kano anu kura nduru obobosia so so bu okwana ne maame asam because ne maame mpese wo tena fie ntiko adwuma eti abrochefo no na omo san ma omo top up ana na omo timi nya bi di koto chele wate
and
abrochefo no ase abo pin wo omo nyina adwene mu wo omo nyina dodo na so upa ne upa bi o land to na busa say when was the last time you send money to your family
na omo reason say I don't know
omo reason nyina ne say omo kasa kire Ghana fo na omo no na take responsibility
abusia na ye sorry nsem we eso akonsem foforo eso edia nanu ada arehosem a etodwa ewo Burkina borders nam so ema eye Ghana de hye bia wo kofa ntosu no wo ehwe wo nkwa no sabre survivor baako onipa baako a sabe wonya ne tirididi mu eka maamefo no a etimi di omo bepie mu wo Ghana no wabetu nenum to efa nsem a ekoso no eho na ansa na ye beka kotie nse wo say a survivor of a recent terrorist attack in Burkina Faso took time to speak about the traumatic experience with the attackers and how her life along with a few others was spread. She revealed that the only surviving male in the group was left alive because the women shielded him from the attack. Otherwise, he too would have been killed. Now, and someone Abeton Mountain so no yenkotie the lady in question no ne experience said they call you been more call for a therapy. Say yemfa ne emfa a therapy session because this is very serious than we think.
Thursday, 3 going to 4 o'clock. Na free brothers. Ekoto intos. Ye na ya sheshefo. Ye kwa kodru in Friday. No match adaka no. Oba ne so to kodru market Sunday market ni obet ten Saturday. So Saturday 5 going to 6 no 7 o'clock time na ye hu gunshot ne omoto tuo ne bomb eba asa na driver no oshoko no tuka ne se obema ya adwane eba asa na leader for mo so mo mayan tena yanka ho French phone takwa nso enokure yetimi kwoto mo na mo gya na eko nso yenim se sa yenim se ombetwa agu yeso omba be fro na boys no adwane ekote enim na yenso yemba no adwane ekote echire no na omo started to boys no tuo omakum boys 5 agu echire ho na bra na oda hall no anko no na beka ho 6 na no dwane aba beto bebia mba ne da no na se yamfa ne nan ento no so anya se obewu na ye peja ye nan agu no so omunim se ye nyina ye mba ne da ho omunim se be ma aka so eno echire no omoye so omba be shika na efra na boys na omuku omo no driver for ba ko wenim na ye sister ba ko omfra na sister ya onu na tontosu onu so wo front so e ba sa no na bra no omo se ye nyina nsi ye sare se yesina na omo se we ye be ma na omato ne tuo ewo ne ti na efa ne ha eko na osi form so obedwane na omato ne nan se ama epie eba asa na ono to form na omoba be to ne nsan se 3 na oda form na omutietie ne so ehwe se owu a no onwu ye so ye si form na omo se yen ye queue me na dikan me dikan na omo se Allah akbar omo bompa yesa omo be otu o yes no na obebo mituo na ba ko peja ne sanse so monjaye me san tu me nan se na ba ko no sam yese o sam bompa ye ni bio so obetutuo na ba ko no san tia no se o se on pese ombe fa ne san aka me monjaye 3 times na o ma jaye na o mo dia ko campe baby se yentena o mo pese e beba se ye ba tuo no be kai na ye tu so eba asa na ye to ho na ehu se ye nuafo mo waka no wo cheke obi etuo ka no ba onya nwuye na omu tietia se ye nji omo nso ye ntimi nji omo na omo kuku ebi omo twetwa ebi menem kromfo mba no omo prapro omo so ye to ho na ye hu se sojafo sojafo mo bedru na we mo so ayesa na omo dwane kwa ene sojafo mo so ba be fa we ka ebe ba fa yalefo mo miensa omo ye miensa edeko krombi so omo kodru ho na omo ma alokwata be fa omo adeko hospital ho na ye leader ni ne ba ko ekowu wo ho na aka we mienu anu akire no ye na ye ka wo no 8 mu ye nim bebe e be fa apia bakuro na ye nim ye boafo no fa ye no omo frɛ no ambassador omo so ofiri wa o ye Ghananews na den wo ha ono ne boaye na sisia ye ode ye beduru ha so ye bedaga na panyin fo mo nyina ase se omo boaye na enua mienu we nu omo mo nkwa no ame bo omo ame ba ma bibi omo pe ame ye omo oh yes
Obviously, that's quite an emotional narration of DC Titeu, the northern part of Burkina Faso. Sebe yeshere yadeshia obimunso sabe womo ewo critical condition mo a womo eje ayareshe na hye utimi se the ensem ne koye no utie narration na our people, our women said the nana no na ye kanu, they usually get the opportunity and the privilege to go and come abribi omutimi koba without being attacked by this terrorists, because the terrorists have always been there. But sabre die omuti anye ye san say yese ba ko sign etimi sane obia enti onipa ba ko sebe ne ho abufuo ne ho ahi na ma ye bieja edigu wo mo so a say mema ne particular crowd ne pese ye condemn wo mu nyina. And from the narration you realize that it was a very, very devastating experience. Amount for the said the lady in question and the other women were more effort through this pain and this unacceptable situation. No, I will say you do more effort therapy because they really need it. This is a very, very for looking at the fact say bonko photo ni shit track no in your just when you ane ni no we so say they bent beyond recognition. I was just saying you tutu family you see more because enka body ni etu nka say that is very, very, very devastating. Aye arehosemo sabe dey ebeka say the therapy session no should go through for them, the Ministry of Gender betumi aboaye with that. Now in other news, ye PM won crampumpuni mantem hanum say the Ghana Dubai. Me ka Ghana Dubai anani baby ame patchere. Me che circle, Kwame Nkrumah circle. We know that place to be another hotspot sebe ebano when chronosem ni ade one atimi koto iPhone ni ama seminar box. One sebe utimi gina won mo bi ni okasa we ni ba oni etwa bag. Ona abe peja tibeda no ho beba ni eyi phone. So to say the little criminality say koso e was second mountain so no say won na mo na wan han wani pa ma wani anahwa ubebe fie na usu and you will know just say esu usu chirem kra enye yie, and you realize that a lot have been happening na me ne o say comfort che mo bi eni ya che no e was second mountain so na de you say every day for the thief, one day for wine. Okay, look, I'm very fair assembly. And tonight said the eye any day, Yaswana and Yasem Kitwa. You should be the way.
Hey, madam, sound.
Abusia on your screens no abrantie ya wokɔwi ade wo circle mountain so na kyese yaso nimu a yaso nepa de no ekwakoma a police for then say you would always steal every day say udwane nyame a o hye na se ane enti de bia wokɔ na wo mafia nkrofo na wo hwi mo bag na wo hwi mo phone na wo mo seminar na mo towels mutimi twa towels de to phone adaka mu na ayeti se phone pepepe ene de ya che wo mu video nini yenhwemra Abusianfo na chese de see wo second mountain so ene day na yekohwe ye no na say every day for the thief man one day ye beswa ene yache no tim say very nice handsome guy as such na wode ninsa akoka obi ade a amanfo ache no usually robbing in places like that no enye easy wan kasa kronfo no kra no wan hwe ni ye ni eche wode a na kan hu ni say onkwa ena wode twa so anesa. So you could realize that from what you are saying it was a phone shop ya na chese circle de bia all these things have been happening over there. Say na America no obekọ say wuto phone wetwie sika kama obebe fie no na ye twa tiles e shape tiles ne kama uti anya like it me draw key part or tiles no so ne dey ato box mu di amount na usik obebe fie baby akoto ade no bedu okra nipa nkra no wanga say wo kwa akoji usika baka na say the as you can see it was a phone shop and as akro no same way e course wa brante no ya che na ye de no e kwa akoma eye a police for. And so you could see that enye circle abrabo no eye ni so hye nanso no wan to yi ni ye a dako ntibe kwa akokeka ni asumu. They say the Ghana police a new term a ye de amomo ne say age yesi ye mfiu yesi ye be fiu de a ye be chew. Now ye free eye ensem we so a na ye de ensem ni wie de a na busia abrante ba ko a sebe he has seen shege say shege awo uno I don't know so free mu free ne lifestyle no e be same biem we dey akwai se mama part ni aba we mama part ni aketo abutreka ye nyina ni de ekoso with abutreka eye ni romance scammer $8 million aye de abono ansem no ekoba wakopie mu gbese court countless times ne lawyers lobby ye enya eye bill edman ye man bill a court hono ma na nakok for ekotebiri no na nakok for ekotebiri ne wasan kopie mu with the same court eye gbese district court hono na kopie mu hono no abusia na aye a whole lot of issues and to screen so say Abutreka is back before Gbese District Court in connection with the alleged $8 million romance fraud extradition case tied to the United States. In TNE, we could pay Gbese District Court. Only one other person a can only him saying Kasemi a Twitter, but it looks like a big bisa said that Ben da and Abutreka binya niti. Now we could pay more court and we have a video. Yankoshe video no of how he appeared at court today. Yeah, that was how Abutreka was led into the Gbese District Court. And then abra wo mu eko pie mu wo court ono na chese otimu se bema sebe waboto and the spirit is no longer high because we shared the last time I will make his appearance nakok for tebri no there and there now. Not to say nanka he was in a high spirit, but today the Abutreka we know the energy and the vibe and all that no. And yes, and it be just say ada Abutreka sebe in same way you na be sign who are bedding no. It will really be a big relief for him. Now so no, I'm sure say we are all curious to know whatever unfolded at the court premise today. Was he granted bail or he wasn't? Now, we show screens this way. You could see that Abutreka and his accomplice has just been denied bail. Honestly, when is this issue ending? If you can't find him guilty, just let him live his normal life. Tinache say umuko piemu ewo court no na said the lawyers epe bail condition dia mano bill ni amfama no inti say ya sign a remand ni bima wakwa them until the next court hearing. Now yenhwe bra court no edinaye omo bill no omo apie no how the scenes were like. That was Abutreka we say the brofone den ni mo fa ne sa kwan Abutreka fa so pie no na ye kohwe ye na chese utimu say ade na fa no the stress everything is going through no enya ade that form it's quite a whole lot to think that you had you were so much in a high spirit but then you were optimistic say bia ubetimi enya bail na wakofie. But say no, and some no yatrim say one san mu until the next court proceedings because I'm sure all of us will be wondering what the next court proceeding no na say chemwa March busumi ayebe remu no and wo ebe sign akwakopie mu wo court and some ne de areho and then we are just hoping say the amount for can munyai no mu ade munya asem ya mfa mbona munya ne mane nko ye twene ha ye so ne ha no. It's quite too much. Now, and something in our question, one person, amount for the be amount for boni ding, edeka agrada ne arrest, and who know, hopes in adoye. Hopes in adoye are demonstrating some attitude be a live television show. So, amount for him say that papa we panty da ben pan wo besesa Ghana for be twabon ni ade which is some of the comments krana ebimu emeki on Twitter ni ade na to say this time around no people were really pleased about the actions so this is some of the comments way or say such an overly emotional and cultured and couth and combative presence on national TV always turning discussions into personal battles. instead of constructive dialogue. Last time he was fighting a woman on same show. Today he wants to attack the host. Ill of a man. Kudos to Abena for steering her show away from unnecessary rant. And these are some of the comments a man for a making with regards to Hobson Adoye. Subanya Wadanedi our live television. So I'm sure we'd all want to see. Video number.
A blue. I will do more blow, more de qua, yatito.
Simame. Your main topic, so we've not started intimate so Simame. That time in the age,
that time in the age, my time way. No, only time
intimate patrol,
I don't know. I don't who's wrong with me. I guess I'll make it uncomfortable for you. What are you talking about?
Baby, or rather, you can't make it uncomfortable for
I can't make it.
You can't. Until the mama time, until the first mommy.
I don't know.
Here. Time now, so the main discussion. Okay, say the next day you saw there. Make sure I say the free honum de la dirty pure water flood. Typhoid, you see, no pure cassoa. All the overcall. Makati ni se me catch say for ma the obek and the obek and there will be maba also into kasoa all the areas and you say you branded a lot of pure water and all that into because of that proper scrutiny enkoso ewo ho no mama typhoid atiatisi ewo
that was the scenes on UTV one morning show no eso na chese ohwe Hobson Adoye wone the show host Abena wone ne face so ni ade because say yes Hobson ye na twa nsem no so na ye nkonsem foforo so na o ka say ya etintin so ye NPP ni enti me kasa asem ni twa MPP fo nko ade o pese utwa mensem ne so on pese ma no besi wo nsem na America na ne wotiti gu so abadama for chem say it is high time media houses start blocking Hobson Adoye from their shows because this is not the first time wakotena shows so wone will be banta na say all the time no it looks like the chaos and the controversies are becoming too much enti bi chema ade ni party ni so ane the party ni so there sebe why should he even be there in the first place though sometimes other parties like the CPP any ade UP ne nkeka ho other parties no emu nipa ebe kasa but it looks like Hobson Adoye he does too much some have even linked it to the fact say uhwemu a oko United Showbiz ni chocho mucho Empress Gifty enso ye adwuma wo ho enti no ebia na ofele se ne yire wako ne yire fie ide wo betimi aka ono nso ne boso asem but they feel like he went the extreme na entwe ye ebi je say he's doing too much in this now council and that say will make you sit in a wheelchair unfortunately say this is something that we don't have to condone in the media space because you can say in same way any media space it will keep on and keep on and keep on because Abena enye the first person Hobson and then enya banter screens so there've been several other people when you no ni ade na medi kan you know a lot of times na man for making reference to how agrada ekopiemu any empress asem kopiemu okota na chese bebre na etene wo nsa Hobson so say ono ene ekoka de ye nka na agrada kosomu ne ma empress kosuri no ne ade so Hobson Adoye the attitude or portray usually maybe just say entwe you kra be ma de wonyesa in the comment section no the buzzing and the buzzing and the buzzing is a whole lot but we know Hobson to be somebody or no ajuwa who say wakoka nasem ana wakasa amanetwe no get ready for his response because he's coming straight to you to come and reply and they been what I said this time I don't even want to talk about him because we will cocaine Wabe reply so be more tina wheelchair money at the and it will be so much of an issue. So open ado ye adia wo koye ye e wo UTV asabe wo gentre higher trend there. A man for can who said this is not good. It's something that we shouldn't condone. No. If you can abo a year UTV management no umabo machi say they shouldn't give him that opportunity to come back and disrespect their host. If you can just say he should even apologize to the host for ninsemwa with the two janini okay kanyina. I was saying it's a whole lot, but yen fa munsi ha na yenda mo asese munya bread share Pinaxtv sunyo.